Good to see you. This is Global News Morning. My name is Bill, and if you have a smaller home, you maybe don't want to move, maybe you want to sell it, but you want to make it look bigger. Please join us in welcoming our good friend Matt Lee with some ideas to maximize the space, I guess, in any home. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. Yeah, we're not just talking about small homes to maximize the space, but even if you have a lot of space, there's always room to have bigger space.
That's right. We were talking about customizing rooms, making them multi-use. When we look at smaller spaces, we see people that are building tiny homes now. We see people that are living in condo apartments. We see people that are living in different sizes, and people are working from home. So you think, I don't have an office, and it's like, how do I make this a multifunctional room? And it will add that space, and then it'll make it more comfortable. So I think that it's it's a good thing to kind of dive into and take a look. So
Well, lots of visual aids to get to. First of all, we'll talk about wall space. It is an unutilized area in the house, a simple wall.
absolutely, we want to talk about bookshelves that go up to the ceiling, or we talk about hooks that you can hang things from. Mounting your TV. I mean, it's a really good idea, especially in a small space, because if you think about that cabinet that you have sitting on the floor, you're actually taking a whole lane of that wall out of your room, because people aren't going to walk around it and keep going unless it's really cramped.
Right.
So the feeling is that if you hang the TV on the wall, and if you have any devices that need to go with it, you can hang a floating shelf, and then all of that is against the wall, and it kind of tucks that away. So you have that piece, the bike rack that goes on the wall, because if somebody is trying to be eco-friendly and they're living in a smaller space and they want to have less bills and they want to, have less, everything, heat, AC. Maybe they're biking to work. Maybe they want to, have it for exercise and they don't have a locker down in their space. You can hang that hook on the wall and have your bike hung up so that it's not just laying in the living room.
Good enough for Jerry Seinfeld's apartment in New York City. Good enough for you.
That's
In
right.
the
Yeah,
back
yeah.
wall. And an unutilized space is the back of doors for storage.
Yeah, exactly. So, people have, lots of shoes and they have different things that they're going out with, rain jackets, umbrellas, everything. You can hang that on the back of the door and basically have those racks, and you can use it almost as an extra closet space. So if you have that extra space, it's perfect.
Talk us through some double duty furniture here.
We have pull-out couches kind of going way back in time. Everybody's had that. But if you have, say, a one-bedroom or a smaller home and you have guests coming over, then you have that extra space that you can have the pull-out couch. That is kind of the signature one right off the bat. Ottomans for storage, coffee tables. Basically you can take the lids off of, you can put stuff in. Being a parent of four, we have things where you can store toys away. That's a big thing. You basically want space that you can put things away if people are coming around, or something to have easy access to. The window seat is a really good idea. If you have kind of a bow window or a bay window, if you went to an upholstery person and you gave them a measurement of your window and you asked them to make you, a 6-inch or 4-inch cushion, you can have a spot to read a book, and then you're looking at these different spaces. And maximizing what you're using as well. And then a storage bed, which is a Murphy bed. So say you have a 2-bedroom home and you are working at home, you don't really want the visual aid to be a bed in the background. So you want to have a picture, you want it to make it look like an office. They have really good Murphy beds. Friends of ours own Bennett's in town, and they actually have these chests now that they actually fold out, and the bed is very comfortable. So I mean, like, you can get these micro beds that kind of fold into these things. Dual purpose room, again, going back, bedroom, office. You can make it living room, office, dining room. Basically we're kind of talking about that working from home type of thing. So you can have the fold away dining set that you can kind of minimize down to a smaller table. You can make it larger if you have more guests. Basement, family room, and laundry room. You can tuck that washer dryer into a closet. You really need to build that top piece so that you have a place to fold, or you have a place for the laundry detergent, and you also have a place where really the dirty baskets can go if you have guests over. So you close that off and it's put away. So you want to make it so it's nice and easy.
There's also ways of making it look like you have bigger rooms.
Tall curtains. If you take a curtain to the basically to the ceiling, and you have it so that it's set up nicely across the window, even making them a little wider to make it look like it's a larger area. Large mirrors, basically large mirrors are going to make your place look bigger. So if you set them up properly on the certain wall where somebody's walking in, it will make that room look twice as big, and it will give that space a larger feel. And then natural light. Natural light always makes a room look bigger. Light colors, we're looking at the change. We see a lot of whites, we see pinks, light greens, things like that. So I would say if you went with that, it looks really nice.
Always great advice, great tips. We thank you so much, Matt Lee.
Great. Take care.
Real estate tips brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.